Officials in the northwest are on the ground to address service delivery concerns there. The province's acting premier, Nono Maloyi, has been leading a program in different districts tackling service delivery issues there. Now, this approach also aims to improve communication between officials and communities. The acting premier, Mr. Nono Maloyi, joins us this afternoon for more. Premier, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. Tell us about some of the major concerns that have been expressed by the communities of the Northwest.
No, thanks for having me, and let me take this opportunity to greet viewers of eNCA. Now, the people of the Northwest have been crying about service delivery in the entire province on water provision, on potholes, on sewer spillages, water leakages, dirty townships, villages and towns, lack of service from municipal officials, lack of prompt response to issues raised by communities, street lights that are not working. So it's a range of issues which have been raised by our people. And we took a decision as the provincial government that it will be important that we must respond expeditiously to issues raised by our people. Thus, we came with this operation called Operation Tunzalerole, in simple terms in English, meaning accelerated service delivery. We are now visiting all municipalities in the 4 districts. We were in Madibeng yesterday. Next week we'll be going to Dr. Kenneth Kaunda in Makwasi Hills. So we are doing quite well, and our communities are appreciating the work that we are doing, because after each and every work that we are doing on the ground, we then go back to communities to report back to them on the work that we have been doing. But we have said to our municipalities that this program needs to be sustained. This program needs to be a program which is going to be implemented by everybody on a daily basis. Municipalities are expected that on a daily basis they must go to each and every ward in their different municipalities and attend to those challenges that are faced by our people. So to them it will be Tunzalerole every day, not Tunzalerole beke. So we are hoping that all of us will be geared towards this thing, because all of us, we are paid to do this work. So we must provide this quality service to our people.
And what are the priorities under the program, Premier? You did say that different municipalities have different issues, but there are common threads across municipalities in the Northwest that exist, and I'm supposing that will be prioritized. And I'm talking here about issues of water, infrastructure, the electricity crisis. Tell us about those priorities.
Now, I must indicate that last week, Saturday, the Minister of Water and Sanitation was in the Northwest. We were launching another operation, myself and him, called Operation Bulela Maids. He went to an area called Moretele. I was in Rustenburg, and our work there was to ensure that we deal with issues of this aging infrastructure. Secondly, we ensure that our people do get water. I've had an interaction with all the municipalities in the province, including the provincial departments, where we're discussing that because we have limited resources as the Northwest Province, where are we going to get money to ensure that we attend to these problems as quickly as possible? We had invited DBSA in that meeting, and we were speaking about the front loading in order for the DBSA to make available money now in order for the municipalities to deal with this issue of aging infrastructure. And I'm happy that the DBSA is on board. They will be interacting with different municipalities in order for us to attend to this problem as quickly as possible. On issues of electricity, you will recall that the President has now appointed a Minister of Electricity, Resputa, and Resputa is doing quite well. You will agree with me that we are no longer on stage 8, stage 6, like it was happening before. This thing is getting there, and we are happy with the work that they are doing. But municipalities, we have encouraged them that they must try to look into other sources of energy, such as your solar and so on, particularly on your street lights. Most of them are working on these programs. They will be using a grant called INEP from the National Department in order to ensure that they do this work.
Let's talk about another priority area for you, which I think is quite important, the registration and development of small and medium businesses in the province. Tell us a little bit about that and what sectors you'll focus on when it comes to their development. Is it going to be mining, agriculture? What exactly are those key sectors for small and medium businesses operating in the province?
Now, I must indicate that I've had an interaction with the MEC for economic development, because what is key for us is to ensure that whilst we have limited resources, which I spoke about earlier on, that our budget for the entire province is less than the budget of the Johannesburg Metro, it's about 50 billion or so, that at least our people in the Northwest, particularly our Black people, must benefit from this budget. And the MEC is working tirelessly on this issue. We will very soon be having an interaction with the CEOs of the different mines in the Northwest. Today, she was telling me that she's now having a confirmation from 2 of them. And I was saying to the MEC that we need to meet with all of them, because 70% of the platinum of the world comes from this province and from Bojanala in particular. Now, our people need to benefit from this thing. We need to be ensuring that Northwest become one of the most important provinces in the country. If Dubai, within a very short space of time, was able to be the Dubai that we are talking about today, when it was a desert some few years ago, in the Northwest, we can do the same. We can only do so if everybody, the private sector, the public sector, we work together and we ensure that our people are empowered. I think we will succeed. We just needed energy, we just need stamina, and I'm happy that everybody is now energized to get into the space. But the issues of the economy, the Northwest Development Cooperation, we have said to them as well, that they need to develop a strategy, and a strategy which will be sustainable in order for us to ensure that we don't just talk about empowering SMMEs and so on. We must practicalize all these things that we are talking about. Very soon, I will be getting a report as to what is it that we are going to do, and I will be getting into that space with the necessary speed or with the necessary velocity.
Thank you very much, Acting Northwest Premier Nono Maloyi, joining us this afternoon to discuss the program that they've launched and how it aims to uplift the different municipalities. But as you've just heard him say, they're small and medium businesses looking to operate within the province.